So, like, did we not have some sort of consultation?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know it is, but...
Right, excuse me. You've asked me to do something, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're filling out the leaflet for me, but like, why hasn't my brother been told already?
Excuse me. Brodie, thank you.
Sarah, you've just spelt my name wrong. Sarah? Sarah, you've just spelt my name wrong. I can give you 2...
At 4:15, arrange a meeting. He won't be able to come in person, but he'll be able to phone in.
So sorry, you've spoken to Connor, and why wasn't he informed as soon as the paperwork was drawn up? Like, he should have been informed of my nearest relative. But this is an issue. This has happened when I was transferred as well, so like when I was moved.
So what do you think about having a meeting on Monday and Connor ringing in?
Well, first of all, I'm just trying to find out why it was he wasn't informed.
I want to talk about moving forward.
Well, I'm asking you a question. Could you just answer? If you didn't, someone forgot would be fine. Do you know what I mean? If that's what's happened, but like, it's just not the first time it's happened, Sarah. When I was moved,
and I hear that, but
hospital.
Right now, I want to talk about moving forward, okay?
Okay, so you've spoken to him. What did he say?
He's got happy to have a chat. He says he's kind of supports you moving up nearer, like we spoke about. And we said if we think about maybe going down to a step-down bed where we can look at swapping, like you said, with the housing association house.
Yeah, swapping over. I mean, doing a housing exchange is something I'm considering. It is something I'd like to look into, but it's not completely, I'm not 100% certain on that. And like I said, being in Bristol would be easier to do that. So if I could be in shared accommodation in Bristol, that would be useful. Well, what difference does it make?
Lots of different, but anyway, there's lots of different variables. Well, we're not commissioned to provide kind of lots of different options in different areas. We've got a step-down bed that hospital we buy beds in, which we could offer. And think about you going there.
So in terms of patient welfare, social cohesion is really relevant. If you don't know anybody or have any family in an area, if you get sectioned and you live in Scotland and all your family live in London, it's appropriate to move that person to London, and that's written into the Code of Practice and the Mental Health Act.
Is we could say that actually we don't think you need to be in hospital, so we'd like to look at moving forward.
Okay.
We want to do that in a way that supports you.
Yeah.
So if we sit down on Monday at 4:15, Connor will phone in, okay? And then we can talk about what we all think is the best way forward. I just think that would be better.
That's not about. I mean, if you want to speak with him about his feelings, that would be fine. I mean, so you've put down here that my consultant's Dr. Akula, and the informal date of admission. It says informal section rescinded. What does that say? That says the 8th of the 10th. Is that the same as the date on the letter, or?
So what about the?
So I was informal 2 days ago.
What about the meeting on Monday? What do you think?
Well, I'm just confirming what you've written on the date here. So you've written it outside.
All right, well, I'll let you think about it.
Where are you going?
I'll let you think about it.
Well, where are you going? I need to talk about other stuff, really. Just if you could just, so you've just been wondering why you've written the date outside the box. I don't understand why that's there like that. And does that say the 8th? Yeah.
Brodie, what about the meeting? Do you want to talk about it?
Well, yeah, potentially, yes. Okay. So could you answer my question?
Right, well,
sorry.
I'm going to leave you in here.
And I need to know what happens. Sorry, Sarah, could you come back? What happens if I go on leave? Like, what happens, like...
Right, okay. Okay, we spoke.
I mean, I've got no plans to leave at the moment. Like, I've got nowhere to go and nowhere that I want to go.
That's fine, I hear what you're saying. What we spoke about, Brodie, was that there are certain clinical decisions that we will make about kind of individuals' needs. So if someone is on leave sometimes and they're quite stable and someone needs a bed, we will use the bed. So that's something that might happen, and it's not something we can make guarantees about. But I guess, you've been in hospital a long time. If you wanted to have an overnight leave to go up and see your brother, then I think it'd be quite reasonable to keep the bed for the night and for you to be able to come back to it.
But you can't guarantee that if somebody else gets admitted.
I think if it was a one night's leave just to try, I think we would absolutely have to keep the bed for you.
That was my intention. Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was like when I spoke to Charlotte, she said if I took a night's leave, then almost certainly I would lose my bed because there's such a shortage at the moment. And I just sort of said I didn't really think that was, like Rose is informal and but lots of other people have been off and they've returned.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been in hospital a long time. It's going to be a big shock to go back into kind of living in the city. I think that we can do that. We can talk about that on Monday.
So Connor, so you want to have a meeting with Connor on Monday, and you want him to be there on the phone.
He would like to.
He would like to discuss me being moved into sheltered accommodation.
Well, just to discuss the way forward, really.
Yeah, okay. Where did you get that spelling from? Because because I had that when the solicitor came in, he spelt my name that way, which I didn't really understand.
It's a common mistake.
Well, if it's written, is that not how it's written on my record?
Would you like to write it out again without the mistake?
Not massively.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine. I don't. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Sorry, it has not been possible to connect your call.